So alright, so he running off at the mouth. Yeah, I got the hawk and I ain't worried about him. I ain't scared of nobody. Yo, and they said, so what would you do if he was out here right now? Which the funny thing is, peep this, I think it was a setup. I was peeping the play. I was like, yo, one of his homies might have set him up. And I say this because of what happened next. So anyway, they're like, yeah, so what would you do if homie's here? If he was here right now, ooh, if he was out here, yo, I can stupid on him, B. Yo, word the mother, I got the hawk. I go out there like, what? Yo, so what's it gonna be? Yo, what up? Yeah, bet. Yo, that's what it is, man. He said, I gotta go around, you know what I'm saying? He said, I ain't afraid to use the hands, but you know what I'm saying? I got the hawks, man. I got the hawk. Let him pull up. They was like, yo, actually, I don't think pull up was a term back there, but he's like, yo, let him come outside or whatever. Let him roll up, whatever it was back then. Yeah, So he talking all this big talk. So I'm just sitting there like kind of laughing to myself. I'm like, yo, when my food gonna be ready? I was like, I ain't really feeling the negative energy anyway. I'm trying to be up out of here, but I'm like, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of LB Tales from the Hood. And in case you don't know, it should be obvious by now, I'm your boy LB, bringing you these stories live and direct, live in the flesh. Not so much live because it's pre-recorded, but you get the point. So, today's episode of LB Tales from the Hood is called Fakin Jax. Now, this story took place well over 20 years ago. When it's been that amount of time, couple decades, I don't have the exact, date, 2001, 2002, but let's just say somewhere around there, I would say 2001 or so, somewhere around there. Anyhow, getting back to the story. So, this one is, oh, by the way, it's Fakin Jax, but it's LB Tales from the Hood Part 2, Chinese Restaurant. Was it Chinese Restaurant Part 2? Yeah, it's one of them, whatever, man. We ain't getting all that, but you get it. Chinese Restaurant Part 2, Fakin Jax. Alright, so here's the issue. If you saw my previous story, which if you haven't seen it by now, go back and check it out. What are you waiting for, man? What you trying to get lost in the sauce? Catch up. You're slow. Catch up. But in my previous story, I was talking about this popular Chinese restaurant in the hood who got the best food. It's around like 224th, 225th, Linden Boulevard, something like that. But anyhow, like I said, go check that story out. So this is another time I'm at that same Chinese restaurant. So I'm in there, ordering my food, chilling, waiting on it, whatever. So there's another guy in there, and this guy is talking crazy. He's talking crazy smack, right? And he's like with, I think about like 2 or 3 other guys. So anyway, he's going off. So they basically was hitting him with the situation at best of what I could hear, because I'm not really sitting there trying to ear hustle or nothing. I'm basically eavesdropping them. But, I'm just sitting around listening like, all right, just, minding my business. And they talking loud. Like, yo, they telling the kid, yo, such and such, whatever the dude name is, I don't remember. He looking for you around the hood or something. And he say he gonna see you about something. So the kid that's just talking reckless in mouth going off like, yo, man, I ain't worried about that dude. I ain't worried about this. You know what I mean? He's like talking real big. Like he got his chest all out. Yeah. And so what? And he like, yo, and if homie try to come up with something, I got the hawk. You know what I mean? And for those who don't know, basically the hawk is a knife, a little New York slang for you. But, I don't know if it started here, but whatever. The point is, dude was talking about he got the hawk. So he ain't worried about dude. So they're like, nah, they was like, son, get down. He's serious. He looking for you for such a... Nah, I don't care. Whatever, man. He's like, I ain't scared of nobody. You know how I give it to him. So I could tell, first off, he full of it, because it's not even about no type of street thing. It's about being a man. Like, as a man, if it was me personally, if I heard somebody was looking for me and they need to see me about something, I'm like, yo, I need to get found right now. So if it was me, I'd have been like, yo, anybody got his man right now? Might have it. Yo, somebody hit him up. Tell him I'm going to be out here at the restaurant such and such street in Linden Bully. Yo, tell him to pull up, whatever, man. That's basically what it is. So we can basically chop it up. And it's not to get any violence. It's not on no street stuff. But as a man, if another man's looking, for me about a situation, then... Right, like I said, we don't need to let it stew. We don't need to let it marinate. We don't need other people to get involved. It don't need to get bigger than what it is. It don't need people in his ear. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You need to do this and this. Because a lot of times, it don't even be the person who had the issue with it. Be they people. So I would have been like, yo, let's chop it up. And I wouldn't have been talking that big talk. Because first off, you don't even know how it's going to go. I remember my grandpa used to always say, he's old school. He'd be like, hey, Sonny, he was like, never sell wolf tickets. That's what he used to call it. Don't sell wolf tickets. And I'd be like, what? He was like, don't go around talking about you gonna do this and that, and you bet. He said, first off, you're gonna do something, do it. He was like acting on him. He said, but if you're not gonna do it, don't speak on it. and just let it be. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but if you got to handle your business, first of all, you want to keep it on the low. You want to keep it discreet because it belongs between the two of you. Because I'm just saying, though, you don't know if the situation going to be like, let's say instead of getting escalated to physical violence or wherever it's going to go beyond that, you know, you don't know if it's going to go there. You could basically speak to another man and y'all can hash out your differences and go a separate way. So how you going to look out here after you was talking crazy and then you talk to him and it's like squash? But once you said all that, it's like you open that door. And once that man here, they going to be like, oh, word? You going to talk like that? It won't even about nothing. So that's what I'm saying. You don't even know how it's going to go. And second of all, I'm more old school where we were discreet. You know, we didn't have all this gram and all that back over 20 years ago. But at the same time, if this was modern day, or, you know, if we had modern technology back then, I wouldn't have put it on the gram. I wouldn't have done it. I come from an age where we believe in, like I said, discreet, man. Whatever happened in the streets, stay in the streets. I'm not just talking about like street things, hood stuff. I'm talking about if it's outside or whatever, or if something happened, an issue with somebody else, you deal with it, you settle it, and you keep it on the low. Because, you know what I'm saying? My thing is this. If you get into it with a man, and let's say we end up scrapping, right? We come to blows. You know, I cookie his eye, whatever. I mess him up a little bit. At least if it's between the two of us and it's on the low, you know, I give that man an opportunity. He can go tell his people he tripped down the steps. I'm just saying. I'm like, yo, if you out here talking, you know, dudes these days, they put in their work and they want to run and tell the internet or tell this and that. Yeah, I did this to such and such. I did this to such and such. Then how that look? That's the same way bullying's escalated. Like back in the days when you got bullied, it was like at school and like your classmates might know, a couple people in the school might know, but it's not like today. Today, you getting bullied, the whole world know about it because people putting it up on the internet, or at least people in your area, people who even care to know, but it gets bigger than what it needs to be. You know, I come from the era, we didn't do stuff on camera, we didn't do stuff, you know, to try to promote it or whatever. I mean, you know, other people did street stuff, and if they was trying to get a name out there and build a rep, that's a whole different story, but a lot of people believed in being discreet. So, like I said, you know, my grandpa's taught me don't sell wolf tickets because you never know how it's going to go. So anyway, getting back to the story without getting on track and making this video too long. So, alright, so he running off at the mouth. Yeah, I got the hawk and I ain't worried about him. I ain't scared of nobody. Yo, and they said, so what would you do if he was out here right now? Which the funny thing is, peep this. I think it was a setup. I was peeping the play. I was like, yo, one of his homies might have set him up. And I say this because of what happened next. So anyway, they're like, yeah, so what would you do if homie's here? If he was here right now, ooh, if he was out here, yo, I get stupid on him, yo, word the mother, I got the whole, I go out there like, what, yo, so what's it gonna be, yo, what up, yeah, bet, yo, that's what it is, man, he said, I gotta go around, you know what I'm saying, he said, I ain't afraid to use the hands, but you know what I'm saying, I got the hawks, man, I got the hawk, let him pull up. He was like, yo, actually, I don't think pull up was a term back there, but he's like, yo, let him come outside or whatever, let him roll up, whatever it was back then, yeah, So he talking all this big talk. So I'm just sitting there like kind of laughing to myself. I'm like, yo, when my food gonna be ready? I was like, I ain't really feeling the negative energy anyway. I'm trying to be up out of here. But I'm like, this dude is a funny type dude, man. He a clown. But I'm like, whatever, man. Ain't none of my business. Ain't my issues. So anyway, one of the partners that was there with him, and one of the people, whatever, I don't know if it was a partner like that, talking to him, he's like, yo. He look out the window. He's like, yo. He's like, there goes son right now. He outside. Yo, you should have seen the dude. And I didn't even need to, because I already knew what I'm thinking in my head, I know what his reaction is going to be if that guy really was here, you know, and he talking all this big talk. But to actually see it, it unfolded just like I thought. Because first off, I don't underestimate anybody. He could have been, sometimes, like, one thing, okay, real ones usually don't run off at the mouth of what they're going to do. They just do it. They're known for handling their business. So first off, to me, my first red flag was homie's doing too much talking. Too much lip service out here. All these people can hear. Because even if it go down with somebody, you done told everybody, you got 1,000 witnesses. Not if you do it right there, but just think, if there's an investigation, oh yeah, he had problems with such and such. They already know who to look at. So I knew homie already was probably not about that. But they're like, yeah, he outside. Dude face changed his demeanor. He was like, so they're like, yo, you ain't gonna go out there? You ain't gonna, he act like he, nah. Oh, so then the dude that was in the car, the dude was outside the car, he rolled the window. He's like, yo, what up? And he said the kid name, whatever it is, I don't remember, and I wouldn't blow him up anyway like that. But, yo, what up? He's like, yo, come here. Like, he talking to him like he his son. So the dude's like, they said, you ain't gonna go? He's like, yeah, in a minute. They was like, yo, what's good, son? He right here. The dude was out the window. He was leaning over, you know what I'm saying, had to pass the window down because he was parked in the street outside. He was like, yo, come on, son, what's good? So, dude, finally, he looking around, he like, damn, now I gotta really show out. I gotta save face. So he go out there all slow, he goes speaking to the dude, and I can't hear him from in the restaurant, but I can see the dude is like animated that's in the car, and this dude standing there like mad humble, like. So when he come back, it's funny, I'm sitting there trying not to laugh. When he come back, he come in on a humble, he all. So then his partners is like, so what's up, what happened? He was like, someone's right there, you ain't get a horn. So dude, you could tell he's starting to get a little aggy. He said, but he still was on the low. He was like, yo, he's like, all that energy, that big talk was gone. He was like, nah, son. He was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I thought about it. I look around, you know what I'm saying? Too many witnesses, it's broad day or whatever, in the middle of the day. I was like, you was talking that big talk before, like you didn't care if it was broad day or afternoon, 2, 3 o'clock, whatever time it is. Nah. And he looking around the restaurant. I see you got dudes here. We don't even know. Somebody might, you never know. Something. I said, what he trying to hint at? Somebody around here might snitch. I'm like, you capping, man. Why that term wasn't out back then. I'm like, you lying, B. Whatever. So I'm trying not to laugh at homie. So I'm just sitting there like, trying to hold it in. I'm like, yo, this dude is a clown. So this dude, what he do? He go to the Chinese, he go to the window to the where he had ordered the food in the Chinese restaurant. He go to the window and say, yo, what up? What y'all doing with my food, yo? Taking mad long. I can tell he's basically trying to get agitated, trying to save face and trying to bring that tough guy back. I'm like, oh, you saying it with your chest now? You wasn't like that when you had to stumble out this door in the humble and come back in looking all crazy. Not even explaining yourself. Nah, it's too many witnesses. Now it's, yo, you tough with the lady in the restaurant? Yeah, back then my mentality was like, I almost feel like smacking myself because of the fact that why you messing with the lady? She ain't do nothing to you. You feel crazy because you was talking greasy about this dude and you ain't do nothing. But that's why you shouldn't have been talking crazy. But I'm not going to incite any physical violence. I mean, I'm saying that was my thought pattern at first because I was upset how he's treating the lady. I don't like disrespect. I don't like bullies. And you're trying to bully a lady here with nothing to do with it because you can't deal with this dude out here. But it is what it is. So basically, you know the moral of the story. Don't sell wolf tickets. Don't fake Jax. Don't cap. Whatever terminology you have for it, don't lie. Don't lie about your work. Don't lie about what you do. Don't lie about, you know what I'm saying, if you walk it that way, you walk it. But you ain't got to talk it. But if you do, at least talk it how you really do walk it. So, no faking Jax, man. So that's the end of this episode of LB Tales from the Hood, Chinese Restaurant Part 2, Fakin Jax. I believe that's the title in the exact order, but you already know what it is. It's your boy LB. Hope you enjoyed it, man. And I'm going to keep coming back with them bangers, man. So I will catch you guys in the next time. And you know my signature sign off, man. Just chill till the next episode. Look, I want y'all out there keeping it peaceful. Stay humble, man. You know what I'm saying? They say the meek shall inherit the earth. It's in the Bible. It don't mean you got to be a pushover. But at the same time, you should always be humble, man. Handle yours like a man. If you're a woman, handle it like a woman, man. On some big boy, big girl stuff. Be on your grown man-ish. Your grown woman-ish. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times just hash it out, talk. But don't sit here, man, talking all that big talk. Because even if you're about that, if you got to get it in, you know what I'm saying? People got to get in. I mean, you know, hopefully, you know, you're trying to take the peaceful route, the diplomatic route. Because, you know, that's how LB do it. Always come diplomatic first. Don't want it to escalate into anything else. I don't want to hurt nobody on God's green earth. I want to just get along with everybody, man. Let's be peaceful and love one another, baby. Be like LB, man. Stay peaceful, stay loving. Till next time, baby. Peace. LB, man. Out.